Hey, welcome to the FEE3 showcase for Fire Emblem Legacy of Sorrow. My name is Zillerite, and I'm here with the developer of this hack, bpat.
Hello.
And we're going to be playing Chapter 7 today. Um, while we get started here, can you give a nice, a little introduction to the hack here as we get started?
Sure. This hack, I've been working on it I technically started back in 2018, but I didn't really do a ton until 2020, where I really started to work on it. I have omitted the story for the purposes of this, since it wouldn't really make sense without context. So why not just get right to the gameplay?
And we get a smiley face instead.
Yeah.
We've already done our prep screen here, but this is our cast of units. And there's a few you can maybe just notice even as we go through here. There's a few items that you maybe don't recognize from the base Fire Emblem games.
Yeah,
But,
that's right. A lot of the items are new. I kept the iron, silver, steel paradigm and a lot of the classic weapons like reavers and killers that everybody likes, but I've added a fair amount of new ones, and a fair amount of vanilla weapons are quite different from their vanilla iterations. For instance, I have made slim weapons go up to C rank, and they will allow you to perform a double attack before you get countered. So if you're familiar with the Desperation skill, it is essentially that without a health condition. And there are several other fun new weapons, like the Devil Axe doesn't have a backfire like it normally does, but it is incredibly inaccurate and incredibly heavy.
I think we have a Devil Axe on this map, don't we? It's over here? Oops.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if you're very low health, then it's a lot stronger. But a lot of the mechanics are very similar to standard GBA Fire Emblem games, but one of the completely new mechanics is this rune system.
This one here.
Yeah, back in March, I played Triangle Strategy, and it had this quietus system that I was a huge fan of. So I was like, what if I just put that in GBA Fire Emblem? So you can do these outside of the turn flow as long as it's on your turn. You can essentially gain a special boost. Most of them can only be used once per map. You can use, for instance, the Miracle Rune will make it so that the next time you would suffer a fatal attack, you would instead survive at one health, and then it's not available for the rest of the chapter.
Let's just pop that now.
Yeah, I expect most people to do that, though the option to not do that is there if you really want to live on the edge. And you can see the amount of uses that are available went down. Normally you wouldn't have 5 uses, but for the sake of this showcase, I gave a lot more than you normally would have at this point in the game.
Just so we can kind of show them all off.
Yeah. You have a couple of runes that you normally wouldn't have. Like Celerity is not going to be available at this chapter, but I made it here anyway.
This one is fun, the Never Swap. It's like a short range swarp kind of deal.
Yep, it is fixed to 5 range. It just, when you activate the rune, you are able to use that command exactly once for the chapter, and then you can't use it again.
What? No! Well, my plans are ruined.
Yeah, I promise this game is 1RN, but sometimes things happen.
Well, I'm just gonna have to find a way to account for what just happened. We'll be fine.
Yep. Aside from that, though, for the most part, the game, I tried to keep the spirit of like old school GBA Fire Emblems. Player units do not have access to skills, for instance.
Oh, this is still really accurate.
Why does he have that much hit? That's crazy. The weapon has like 45 hit.
It's just weapon triangle, and this guy has like no avoid.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
Well, that's pretty good for me.
Crazy. So, a lot of player units, they don't have any skills. Enemy bosses will sometimes have skills, though.
And I get to use one of these slim weapons here.
Yep,
you get a nice little desperation.
Pretty good. They're pretty fun to use. I did this so that they would stay being good on fast units without slow units being able to abuse them in some way. Oh yeah, also notably, the weight system is such that any weight on a weapon is a flat speed penalty, like in Fire Emblem Gaiden and Echoes. So most weapons have like 0 weight. There's some with like 2 or 3. This means that you don't have to worry about your con, and there's a little less math involved, and units are on a more even playing field with regards to weight. Yeah, there are also some fancy stats, like freeze here. It just prevents moving and dodging for a turn.
That's going to be really helpful here because
Because that miss, you don't want to get ganked.
A little bit less options than I wanted to have here. We're going to Sapphire Lance this guy here. Good, that missed. And then finish off with our mage here.
Yeah, so in this chapter, the objective is to seize the throne. There are 2 bosses, though, both of which have to be dealt with before you're allowed to seize. Though realistically, you're killing the one on the throne last. There's a recruitable Great Knight in the middle of the map, and he is, in fact, your very first pre-promote in this game. Very late, coming in Chapter 7.
Yes, oh my god, he's so cool.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stats, except for speed.
That's okay, that's always been the worst stat.
Yeah, it's very true.
I still have that Petrify staff. I don't actually know that one. I have played this hack before. I played it last year for FE3. And I've also playtested it several times in the past.
Yeah, I don't think the stuff existed back then. This actually works on both allies and enemies. It turns them to stone. They gain 10 defensive resistance, but they can't, like, they obviously can't do anything. They get hit by every attack. They have no speed. They even have 25 con, so they can't be rescued. I really hope you don't just die this turn. That would, I guess the Miracle Rune might save you.
Yeah. We're really using it early. Alright, that one missed. We only need 2 more misses. 3 more misses.
Yeah. Mercifully, the Ballista in this map do not have 10 range. They only have 7, 3 to 7, so you're able to keep your inside of range more easily. See, there we go.
But
wait,
there's still
might just die.
archer.
Oh no!
See, I made this. Oh!
Wait, was he out of range?
He's after in the move order.
Oh, is that how?
Yeah, it checked if he wanted to move, and it was like, nah, there's a guy there.
Right,
my turn's
time,
over.
Time for me to rewrite the entire AI routine so that you would have died there.
Thanks, bpat. Oh, I wish I'd bought a halberd.
There isn't a halberd, but you do have a horse slayer, I believe.
This would be good if this actually happened.
Yeah. Blades in this game are... Oh, that's a nice crit. They don't actually weigh more than regular swords, but they have very, very poor hit rates. So if you don't have triangle advantage, or you don't have high skill, then you can't easily rely on them. So they're a lot different from normal blades, which are just bad, or a lot of hack blades, which are really heavy. This allows Myrmidons and other high skill sword units to have very high attack, and actually make use of that skill stat, which is normally redundant with the sword weapon type, which is traditionally, and here as well, very accurate.
I guess I'll just use the sword for this kill.
Yeah, you get I like to be pretty generous with the items you get. It's okay to be a little inefficient with them from time to time.
Wow. Yep, that's a good move, I think.
Yeah. In general, a lot of units they die pretty quick, both players and enemies. And sometimes enemies will have irons and not be very scary, but you can one-round a lot of enemies, which is fairly common in Fire Emblem. But you can also often face death in 1 or 2 rounds of combat with a lot of your less defensive units. I know that, for instance, Myrmidons can often kill a mage in 1 round, like a player mage.
I'll be sure to keep him out of their range, then. I've got myself into such a situation. I think I'm going to use another. I want to get my hammer over here. feel like that's really important.
Oh yeah. Oh man, he doubles. That's pretty crazy.
Oh.
Wow.
That
At
was
least
the
he got
thing
the
I didn't
second
want to
hit.
happen.
Yeah, I even nerfed the avoid stat on forts and thrones because it was kind of ridiculous. I was adamantly against making weapons incredibly accurate like some people do, but instead I just made enemies less, like units in general, not super dodgy in other ways, like by reducing the avoid on some terrain.
So inaccurate. What's your deal, Beatrice? Come on, get it together.
Yeah, she's really dropping the ball here.
Unlike me.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't make that move because there's a goddamn thing.
Yeah, it won't kill him in one hit. If the archer move, if the other archer moves though, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, we need to. What do we do? What do we do? I need to kill this archer. I also need to heal. That's a decent hit chance.
And if only there was a way that could make this reliable.
I can't use all my runes on turn 2.
Yeah, that's true. Normally you wouldn't even have the uses for all of this.
I gotta save something for later.
Probably a good idea. Yeah, the Hawkeye rune it's the only one that you're able to use multiple times per chapter, and it just guarantees your hits in the next round of combat. It's a way of increasing reliability, but not making it too easy to do, since it's on a very limited resource that is shared with other powerful abilities.
I'd like to heal my entire army this turn. This is a very defensive use of a dancer, but...
Oh, dancing the healer. Yeah, sometimes that's what you gotta do. At least vulneraries here are also notably, they heal you for 15. It's not too crazy, but it's like half of your health in most cases.
I think Ted is... 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only this guy that can reach, and I'm not too concerned about that.
Yeah, Ballista
Edgar
have
is...
no speed, so even the hammer won't weigh him down enough to get double.
Edgar is also fine. I guess everyone's kind of fine this turn. But I'll just take the heal that's the most HP to try to keep ahead of the curve.
Why not? Yeah. Yeah, Edgar there is the Lord of the Hack. He's pretty standard as in gameplay as far as lords go. He's got like a little bit higher speed than strength. He doesn't have any crazy lopsided stats. I did give him a personal weapon that prevents the enemy from countering, which makes him work sort of as a melee archer in a way. Makes him a little bit different from the norm, but he still has a lot of the characteristics of just a regular lord by being a bit of an all-rounder in combat and not really specializing in much.
The brigands are starting to move.
Yeah, that's
We're gonna have to catch up.
That's the source of the time pressure on the map. A brigand will show up threatening the top right village eventually. Spoiler, which should surprise nobody. But the timer isn't too bad because you're able to bait a brigand by putting somebody in their range. They will prioritize attacking over destroying villages, always.
Does he get doubled by mages? No. Does he take damage from Myrmidons? Kind of. This might just be okay to do.
Oh, you're going for the Devil Axe. Nice, yeah. I keep wanting to go and make it explicitly not work with the Hawkeye rune, but for now, it's available, so it's fair game.
I think it's fine. It's like a limited resource sort of deal.
Yeah, the Devil Axe itself even doesn't have very many uses. I even thought about lowering it from 10. 10 is already very few. But it's like 10 times where you just kill something in one hit.
They're going to want to probably trade the weapon off of him because he currently has 0 speed, but for now it's fine.
Yeah, that's one of the big downsides is if you miss a melee enemy, you'll get doubled and get destroyed probably. And if you're caught within an enemy phase, you might also get doubled and destroyed.
trying to keep track in my head of which of these enemies are actually going to move. Let's soften this guy up for a kill. Pretty sure we should be safe to just run in with the flyer.
Yeah, your units won't die in one hit to the ballista. Actually, you're not even in range of the ballista if you do that, are you?
It's just a mage and a myrmidon, which are 2 units that I'm pretty sure the flyer is going to do pretty okay against, so it's kind of the thing that they do. Disgusting. Where are your hit rates? This will have to do.
Myrmidons are pretty dodgy, even when not in forest. Nothing too crazy, but they do have a lot of speed and luck. Actually, the avoid formula in this game is weighted more heavily towards luck than speed. But
Oh my gosh.
roll.
I've had my fan on this whole time?
Whoa. Was that what it was?
Yep. How do I sound now?
A lot better.
Oh man, god damn it.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, no, fuck, whoops. Oh, and instantly it's so much hotter in here.
Oh no, yeah, the heat wave is... It's like hot everywhere, isn't it? It's been really
More
hot
or
here
less,
too.
yeah. This is a, like, difficult approach, or difficult situation to approach. I'm going to choose to approach it like this. You have a ruby sword, right? No, you don't. Alright, we'll do this.
And really making a lot of use of the physics staff. Unlike most games, the range staffs, none of them have any variable range. They all just have fixed range. So physics is just going to have 5 range for the entire game, no matter how high your magic stat is. But on the other hand, they're readily available enough that you don't need to treat them like some precious resource to be hoarded. Just use it when you're not close enough to heal somebody.
Trying to figure out if there's anywhere I want to throw Rowan. Probably here.
Yeah, maybe. He's got a lot of speed, so he's probably going to be able to double that mercenary.
Just a matter of what weapon I want to use to do it. I could just use a ruby sword.
We could, but like it's pretty bad. Like the stats on it are bad.
We'll use the steel blade. I'm pretty sure he still doubles with that. And none of these mages reach.
Yeah,
That should be a good enough move.
there's a lot of forest here. For this chapter, I kind of wanted to make it really feel like both literally and figuratively an uphill battle where you're very slowly making your way from the bottom of these mountains to the top. There were like a lot of maps in Vanilla Fire Emblem that felt like a real castle. Like you're really sieging the castle or breaching the castle. I know because I looked for references and I couldn't find many. So there's a lot of terrain that obstructs you, but also your enemies, like those forests.
I kind of want to try to bait this sword guy up. Away from the other guys. I might just see if that works.
It should, unless you like
It worked.
get skanked. Yeah, doesn't even get double. She's got a lot of speed.
Another crit.
What the heck? Are you cheating or something? This is crazy.
I always cheat at FE3.
How could you? Well, that's a pretty nice level.
Yeah, and that was why I wanted to bait away in case that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to
Whoa.
trade the weapon off.
Oh, the devil axe, yeah.
It's
Mages
fine,
aren't-
but
Mages aren't that fast, but they do have more than 4 attack speed.
hey, this seems pretty clean. I wish he'd done more. You know what? I wish the other hit had gone through.
Oh, because then he could use the
Then we would. Come on, mage. You're really screwing me over here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can bait it out? Oh no, this kills. Oh no, this
Well, if
kills.
oh no. Well, if it misses, then you get hit. But
It's a win-win situation.
yeah. Yeah, the real tragedy would be if both attacks missed.
Welcome to the army, Clint.
Yep. I commented out the recruit conversation because, again, it wouldn't make sense without context. I think the boss quotes are still here, but you can ignore them if you're so
I
inclined.
gotta conserve uses.
Yeah,
I'll take
you
the
never know.
1% hit.
You never know when you might need it. The silvers are actually fairly limited at this point. This is the first chapter where you have access to any silver weapons. So you can't go at super ham with Clint's silver sword.
Let's go for it. It didn't work. That's okay.
You only crit when you have really low chance, apparently.
Yeah, it's those are like my power inhibitors.
I guess we can see.
Go for a Steel Axe kill? Go for
Oh,
no
man.
kill, apparently.
And even with the fortified. But Ted is like the least accurate person in your entire army, probably. He has incredibly poor skill, and he's using an inaccurate weapon type, so that's that's how it goes with him. He's far from your most reliable unit.
Hey. It's time for me to find a way to approach this mage hallway.
Yeah. You could use the light brands. Magic swords in this game are actually pretty common. Like I treat the fire sword basically like I would treat a javelin or a hand axe. But you can even buy it in the preparation screen. Because why not?
Well,
So-
we can just Steel Blade for this kill.
Yeah.
And now our 2-unit split in the bottom left has succeeded. They've beaten their objective.
Yeah, you can take your time getting to that village. Probably want to get it eventually, but... Oh wait, there's the guy at the top, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's making his way downtown. We're on the way.
It's not as urgent as the one below, but he has to be addressed at some point. Yeah.
We need to heal you. See, I wouldn't have to use the physic as much if I could actually reach more often.
Yeah, that's one of the results of having a bunch of forests here. Is your units get obstructed a bit. Yeah. So as of recording this video, the old patch for this game is like almost a year old. It's super ancient, but I do plan to have a release out before FE3, so unless I really drop the ball there, then you'll be able to play that by the time that this airs. It'll go up to the chapter after this. Will be the second to last chapter in that patch. It changed a lot from it internally. A lot of people won't notice it, but it's a lot of behind the scenes changes that made it less painful to keep going, like a big skill system update.
Oh yeah, I remember when you were going through that one.
Yeah, it's that cost me like an entire month.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a saga.
Yeah, but it's in a pretty solid spot right now, and I think I future-proofed enough stuff. And that's a lot of damage he takes. Well, he has no resistance, I'm pretty sure. He should have 0. Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Time to find a way to kill everything? Sounds like a plan to me.
It's generally what you want to be doing. Generally.
Typically. Sometimes.
Well, are you actually going for that? You gotta be careful with that shaman there.
Don't you worry. Everything's under control. I think.
Wow, that's a really good level. I guess Clint has just barely not enough attack speed to double with a hand axe, double anything with a hand axe because he only has 3. So he can't even kill that ballista, tragically.
So sad.
But he's a very reliable unit. He has a lot of skill for good hit rates, and he's good at not dying unless he's fighting a mage, where he dies to those. Yeah, a lot of people are big Jagan fans, big fans of the archetype, and I think it's pretty cool too. But I really want to try to make a game without it. And I think that it works well here. You get your first real pre-promote here, and he's pretty great, but he can't do everything by himself.
How was I going to solve this problem again? I was like, I know what I'm doing.
I have no idea.
I like had a plan, and I think...
Were you going to rescue him?
I don't know what my plan was. Could do that. It's a little bit funky.
Yeah, but she has pretty good resistance. I don't know. If she's in range of the ballista, then she's in trouble, though.
I may have created a situation for myself. It's fine. We have the miracle rune, right?
Yeah, that was definitely not used like turn 1 enemy phase or 2. Oh no, it was used really long ago. Yeah, she has good resistance, but she doesn't have that good resistance. My god, those shamans in the top middle have, I think it's only the D rank tome actually, but whenever enemies have non-E rank weapons, they tend to hit pretty hard, and the shamans are no exception.
Maybe my plan was just for Rowan to not get hit.
Maybe. You could maybe rescue him with Ted, but I don't know how much that actually helps.
We can throw Ted. Ted could, like, run interference. Just try to confuse the AI. They don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess Ford has a little bit of
speed.
He'll probably dodge some of these at least because he has triangle advantage, and even though I nerfed the fort, it's still 10 avoid.
I think we're gonna equip that just for the avoid advantage.
Yeah, it's every bit counts for situations like this. Why didn't you vulnerary though? Oh, I thought you were gonna do that.
None of them have one.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was looking for one and I was like, not gonna happen. Alright, we also have a little bit of a resistance problem here. We've got... Well, do we? Because actually, what's stopping us from just killing this and then walking away?
Yeah, you can rescue her out. It's a little bit of an intricate situation there where Clint can't actually kill the ballista, but Rose can barely do it with the silver lance, so often they end up working together to take them out without anybody dying, though it takes some time.
Oh, you already have your... I was so confused. I was like looking for his 1-2 range because I was like, I haven't equipped it because I haven't used it this chapter. Alright, we're going to probably move Ethan over to village territory.
You can probably handle that group. You could try that. Oh, that doesn't do a lot of damage. Soldiers are pretty tanky here, so makes sense.
I think the plan would be, if I'm going to do that, to bait him away from there.
You're right, because
and then hit him with it. So we're going to stand like here with this out. And we'll move you up. Yeah, I put myself in a little bit of a situation because I planned. The last thing I'm just trying to figure out is whether or not moving Stella here makes me more or less likely to lose a unit.
If only one cavalier is in range of her, then it's probably fine. I don't think she can survive
both of
two.
them.
Oh no.
specifically just trying to think about ways to close off Rowan from getting hit. I think because this is a javelin, the answer is I cannot. And I'm going to keep her in the vicinity.
Oh, we'll see.
Maybe bait one of them out on their own.
I don't think so.
All I have to do is stand there.
Yes.
Alright,
That's
we're going to stand
genius.
there. We're going to hope that nothing bad happens.
I guess we're gonna see if anything bad happens now. The double X hit. Oh, it did.
Let's go.
Wow, that actually has so much more hit rate than I realized it would. Time to nerf it and reduce it to like 30.
Well, we got
That's
hit by
not
the
ideal.
lance, so
What are they doing? They're confused.
something's gonna happen this turn. Maybe they found a way
Aw.
to kill us both.
Oh no.
That would be exciting.
I don't think the other guy has enough damage to kill Rowan. Rowan's not that. Yeah, he's got a javelin, so.
Yeah,
Let's just.
that lance hit was nasty.
Yeah. Ted's defenses are pretty bad, so with him not being at full health, that was a rough situation. But we can persevere.
We can, and we will. Alright, these guys are a little ways off. We've got some time.
Yeah, the time pressures are enough to keep you on your toes, but I like to think that they're manageable. Sometimes they end up not being
I
manageable.
think we
despite this.
actually want to move Jenna up, specifically because we want her closer to the flyers when the time comes.
Oh, that could work. Yeah, the
Just
cliffs
try
kind
to
of
set
block
up for
her.
that.
It's easy to get kind of stuck at the cliffs.
I want to heal you before I make that move. If I could have gotten in range for a freeze or something.
But freeze is totally in range.
No,
It's,
in the previous turn.
Oh yeah.
If I could
yeah.
have freezed at least one of those threats.
Yeah,
or
freezing
frozen.
freezing the shaman would have been pretty big. Oh no.
I'm pretty sure we still have lethal, but come on.
Yeah. That's actually
It's
pretty
janky.
good.
We'll try. Yeah, there we go.
I swear it's not one RN, despite how it might feel.
Right, and we've managed to thin this down to one shaman. I believe that move is safe to make. Yeah, that move
Does
is
he have the
very safe.
resistance to survive? Even he might need a heal.
I mean, he was gonna need a heal anyways. I'm just checking before I move everyone that I'm allowed to make the moves I'm making.
Yeah. Oh man, that's probably not what you want to do. Brigands are
we
pretty
are
fast.
just going to equip the Labrys here and then visit this, and then probably just leave.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to fight him while he's on these mountain tiles.
Get him off the peak, right?
I guess we can
Go
stand
there.
here.
Yeah. That's the one
that's
tone
fine.
that we just got from the village. It is 1 to 3 range, so it's like a long bow for mages, but I don't think it's going to come up in this chapter because we're nearing the end.
Yeah, and Edgar's too far to send it over for supply.
Yeah.
This unit seems like completely cracked, by the way. Like, I
Yeah,
know
it's
like
a-
they're gonna have to promote, but
Yeah, the problem is she dies in one hit to a lot of stuff because she has no defense and no health.
just don't let her get hit.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure some level 1 units have more health than this. So yeah, if somebody with a steel axe looks at her funny, then she's gonna be in real trouble.
With the hand axe, you don't get doubled, so you can just stand on a forest and be okay. And you can just run on up and see if that ends up being relevant at all. No, a new brigand has entered the scene.
That one, I think you're gonna easily be able to handle. They have to handle the wyverns too.
Clint cares not for your bow. What? You're
Oh,
not
he's
allowed
using
to
the
do
fort?
that?
Oh man, he stole the fort. That is kind of messed up. Oh, the longbow space is blocked.
I think I've got my archer in range here to do the things we need to do. Yeah. It's a good thing I moved her the way I did. Or this would have been
Yeah,
a
it paid off.
substantially scarier turn. Yeah, that's probably how we do that one. What?
There's no
What have I done?
dialogue because I commented it out, but they are gonna start charging now.
No, I'm sorry. They must have been friends.
No forgiveness.
I'm just gonna tell you to stop.
You
That's...
can even kill him with because now you can't miss. So who cares if you have triangle disadvantage when you can do that?
I suppose that's true. I didn't realize it makes hit chance 100.
Yeah.
Alright.
But you could also just not do that because Rowan can probably dodge. But it's cooler if you show off the freeze.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the Cavalier squad is the Paladin there is a mini boss. He has a skill that makes him not vulnerable to the Horse Slayer, so you can't just kill him in one hit. Because previously that would be exactly what you do, is you just give the Horse Slayer to Clint. He kills him in one hit. Or I think he might have survived at like 2 health.
There's a chance we might even just be able to beat this map without even needing to fight him.
No, you cannot because I made it so that you cannot seize until both bosses are dead.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's right. This guy's pretty strong. I actually nerfed him like a couple hours ago because he was so strong.
29 attack. If he switches to the silver sword, he'd still one round this guy? No.
29? No.
No, it's 28 damage. That's still...
And then you have triangle. But he's
scary.
very strong. It's always a struggle to make it so that bosses who are canonically supposed to be very strong aren't so strong that they end up just destroying your entire team. But Clint is able to handle it with some healing support.
I think... Just trying to figure out if I can just, like, hand axe this guy.
I think you can. He will double attack you, but Clint has a lot of defense. Actually, he'll probably use the silver lance, and that will hurt.
No, because I'm going to stand out of range of that.
Oh.
So that's 19 damage and also 19 damage. So just 19 free times, you're fine. You're completely A-okay.
Yeah, and with the hand axe, he has triangle advantage against all of those guys. The triangle is not changed from the default Fire Emblem 8 triangle, so it is 15 hit and 1 damage.
Just checking that you don't secretly have charisma or something.
No, I would never give a player unit a skill.
That would be
too
broken.
good. Yeah, only enemies get skills. Like the guy on the gate there has insight, which is plus 20 hit, just period. So he basically doesn't miss.
He's kind of like me.
I don't know about that one.
Name one time on this map that I have missed.
Oh, turn 1 after the nether swap.
No.
That was
didn't
pretty
happen.
crazy.
Dialogue.
Yeah, I probably should have replaced the dummies those out, but I think it's kind of fine. It's not gonna horribly spoil the entire story, I hope.
Way to go, boat. You ruined it.
No.
What? No.
Have been ganked. I don't know if any of them do. I think one of them does like 1 damage to Clint, and none of the others even hurt him.
Die! No!
Oh no.
It finally happened.
You can't always hit. That'd be too good. Where's your horse slayer at?
Over here.
Oh, that's exactly where we want it to be.
I wish that I could kill these guys in a different order from the order that I have to kill them in, but I cannot.
You have to not be too close to the boss, otherwise he'll kill a lot of your guys in one round if he uses the silver sword. The wind sword won't kill some of them, but you have to be at high health. That's actually pretty accurate, yeah. Sometimes the swords are better than the blades, even though they have less damage. Oh, what the heck? I'm missing a 93?
This might end up being a bloodbath.
Yeah.
We missed a lot of pretty decent hit chances. Like, even this was like an 85.
Yeah, that wasn't bad with 2RN, which I promise the game has.
Okay, I think.
You could, like, freeze.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
And then you have to
freeze
rescue,
things.
like, everybody out. Like, Clint could just hold someone because he doesn't care how bad his speed is, because it's already really bad.
I'm gonna try for the more ambitious path. No one but this guy's a game over, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Let's see if we can do something kind of genius instead.
Alright, I'm here
Let's see
for
what
it.
we can pull.
But you can't Horse Slayer the boss, you know that, right?
That's okay. Oh no, wait, I can't go there. It's not you can't fly over it.
Well, I mean, if you could, you'd be in a lot of trouble. The
No,
boss
it's
would
fine, it's fine. Well, I
destroy you.
figured I could get to here or something. Do I even have enough move for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not quite. Damn. I'm owned
Oh, man.
again.
You have been owned. I guess, wait, do you have the petrify stuff? You could petrify the boss.
I could.
So that he doesn't... Oh wait, no, the throne will restore his status. I forgot.
No, what?
Yeah, because I didn't remove that functionality.
We can petrify Clint. I
You
don't even
could
know if we can.
You can.
I would need to find a way to,
You have to rescue her out, but
yeah.
you can absolutely petrify your allies when you just need them to not die.
Also just heal Clint. It's also a thing we can do. I am more scared of the one with the steel lance by a lot.
Yeah, javelins are pretty dinky. They're not like completely irrelevant, but you can ignore them. Like, enemies with them don't do a ton of damage. You can't completely ignore them, but you can like kind of ignore them.
Well, we've already lost one unit. Surely we're not going to lose another one. I guess you're just going to grab the village.
Yep, this is a fun item. Upon like hitting an enemy, you get healed by a little bit.
It's like half a Nosferatu.
Yeah, it does not scale with your damage, so it doesn't like go out of control as a result. But it's pretty good for just sustaining multiple rounds of combat, especially if you double attack.
Okay, all Rose needs to do is not die, and all... I forget this guy's name, but he also needs to not die.
Kurt is
He
probably
has
he's gonna
succeeded.
live.
See? I told you, all I have to do is something a little bit genius.
Yeah, that was a little bit genius. Aside from the part where like Rose couldn't do the thing you wanted her to do, but pretty genius.
Well, getting the horse slayer over here did still save us, because it killed the steel lance guy.
Yeah, for sure. The steel lance is a very threatening weapon compared to the javelin guy, which doesn't do anything.
Kill? No?
No?
Useless?
And there's so many misses that are over 80.
getting completely destroyed. They're too good for me.
Yeah, at least you can clean this up, and I think you have a couple Hawkeyes left for the worst case scenario.
Yeah. I think we only have one. Yeah, we have one.
Oh man, yeah, it's a good thing I added those extra uses, huh? Considering how many things went wrong with the bad misses.
Another level up. All my level ups have been so good. Imagine if this was a real run.
Yeah, so yeah, that'd be pretty great. And all these units started at no experience because the save was generated automatically. I used some test definitions and yoinked you straight to Chapter 7 upon starting a new game. So none of these units are real, they're all fabrications.
None of you are even real. Wait, I thought you were the one with the Lance Reaver. Whatever.
Yeah, all
See,
my
that one
dogs
hits.
are like the same, right?
Basically. Alright. Final fight. Just time to figure out how I want to do it.
Yeah. And imagine if this was like 2 hours ago where he had a silver axe and one more strength and speed.
I think this might be how we do it. Just Bolganon.
Yeah.
Bolganon.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Bolganon, maybe? Baloney. Yeah. But she's not going to die to the wind sword.
I just like straight up Hawkeye this Bolganon. And have that be the vibe.
Now that I think about it, your magic units are some of the better ones at dealing with him because he doesn't have a physical ranged option. Every ranged sword in this game is a magic weapon. And the wind sword does not have a ton of might. But it is effective against flyers, so you want to not fight him with a flyer for sure.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna be able to handle this situation for us.
Yeah. Man, I kept trying to fight him with Clint, and Clint would get owned, but turns out just sending a mage over there will destroy him. That's the secret strategy.
We can just pick this kill up and then dance for the seas. I
Alright.
agree. That was well fought.
Yeah, it turns
We only
out
lost one unit.
just stand on the throne and don't move. Then mages do a lot to you.
Alright, aside from the part where I completely forgot what my plan was and got a unit killed,
I think, yeah, that went
went
pretty
mostly okay.
I think so too.
The invocations kind of saved our lives a few times.
Yeah, I'm very happy with how that mechanic turned out, and I hope that people who play this enjoy this as well.
Alright, yeah, that was Legacy of Sorrow. I really like the particular kind of sandbox that this game has. All of your units feel very strong, and their inventory always feels like it matters. There's
Yeah.
a lot of difference between each of the weapons you have at your disposal. And,
I have a habit of giving like 4 or 5 items to units who join.
Yeah, and a lot of them are really cool. It's always fun to get to use those swift weapons to really take advantage of a fast unit.
Yeah. I mean, if you just use irons for everything, it gets kind of boring, right? So I want to make a lot of fun toys for people to play with.
But yeah, that was Legacy of Sorrow. Any closing remarks you want to make here, bpat, before we...
I think we covered everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please check out the hack. You can find it on the FE Universe forums, and there will probably be a link down below. And I feel like I'm an actual YouTuber now. This is messed up. So I'm going to stop myself there. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, definitely make sure you like, comment, and follow the thread. That's like the equivalent of subscribing on the forum, right?
I think
What's
so.
it called? Like you watch it? It's something.
I don't know.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your FEE3, and I hope that you have a fan on right now, because I don't anymore, and I miss it very dearly. Alright. See ya, everyone.
Bye.